Welcome to another lesson from Powerhouse Piano. This is Ian Hodge, and today's lesson is number 19 in our series, but it's also the first of our level 2 pieces, which are taken from the Russian School of Piano Playing, Book 1, Part 2. You're going to need this book for the whole of level 2 pieces, and so that you can obtain this book by logging into Powerhouse Piano, selecting lessons and then the level 2 lesson material, and there's a link there to take you through to Sheet Music Plus, where you can then fill in the details and make your payment, and they'll ship that music to you right to your door. The reason I select this book is because the pieces are nice, and secondly because the students don't know the pieces, so they can't guess them. They actually have to read. If you're not a member of Powerhouse Piano yet, then you will need to register. Even though it's a free subscription, you need to create a username for yourself and leave your email address so that you can get the password that's created for you. Make sure that radio button is checked. Click on the register button, and then you will receive in the next minute or two an email containing your password. With that, you can log in, change your membership details, which includes your password you can change to something a little easier to remember, and you have access to all the materials. Now, when I give the student this piece, Lullaby, I'm going to show them the left-hand part first. I'm going to have them play those left-hand notes, and then I'm going to point to that and move along the music so they see that the left hand is merely a repetition. I'll say things like, "Boy, this is difficult, isn't it?" And they'll usually laugh and say, "No, it's not." And that's what I want them to believe about piano playing, because piano playing is not hard. Here in the first measure, these two notes need to be played in a certain way to give us a nice musical effect. Here I am demonstrating how it should be played. I'm doing the whole 4 measures, the whole phrase. Let's do that again. Loud, soft, long, off. I actually lift off at the end of the first 2 measures to create the effect. The second section is the student is going to learn how to turn their thumb over their they're going to learn to turn their second finger over their thumb. And this 4-bar phrase is repeated. This is the repetition of it. You'll see that this section here, which I'm going to circle just now, is also a pattern that occurs in the first line of the music. There, and then there, and if you look in the line above, you'll see exactly the same thing occurring. Those measures are almost identical. They just switch the first 2 notes within it to make the music more interesting. So you can see how the composer's taken an idea and just played with it to create a nice little piece. Here I am turning over the thumb. You notice my wrist does not drop down. I just lift my second finger up and pass it across the top of my thumb. This gets the student ready to play the scale that's going to occur at the end of the piece, and in that scale they're going to have to turn their third finger over their thumb. I point out that this scale in G major has got an F sharp, and there it is in the key signature at the beginning of the piece. And so in the scale they're going to play G and then F sharp, and then their thumb will be on C, and in order to play the B they have to turn their third finger over their thumb. Here we are playing the piece now. Loud, soft, loud, soft. Loud, soft. See, it's that easy. I lift my hand up in between. You could play this without lifting your hand off or without breaking the sound, but I like to break the sound just a fraction. I like it that way. And here we are navigating the turnover of the second finger. Back to the same pattern, long, off, long, off. And now the scale in G major. Now let's look at that again from the above view, and you can see my hand really lifting up between the first measure and the second measure. There I am now practicing the turnover of the second finger. See my thumb. In this piece the student has been introduced to the dotted quarter note, but I don't spend a lot of time explaining that to young students. I just have them listen to me play it and then duplicate my playing of the dotted quarter note. There's that turn over the second finger again. You'll hear me playing loud and soft in this piece, because what we want the student to do is to duplicate the dynamics that are marked so that they make the piece of music more interesting. No boredom is allowed in the music studio or in the musical home. And that's how easy it is. And if you have my read, write and play music program and your student is working, say, at 2 lessons every week in that, it's 36 lessons, and in lesson 20 they'll come across the section that introduces them to the major scale and how a major scale is constructed. They will learn about tetrachords. They'll learn that the tetrachord is made up of 4 notes, and if they get the right pattern of tones and semitones, then they can put 2 tetrachords together and make a major scale. If you don't have read, write and play music, then you can log into Powerhouse Piano, go to the Order Here page and select the purchase options that are available on that page. You can buy 1 copy and save a few dollars, and you can save even a little more if you purchase 2 copies at this time. That's it, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at the next lesson. If you'd like help with this lesson or any other lesson from Powerhouse Piano, just send me an email, ianhodge@powerhousepiano.com, and I'll get back to you to help you in every way that I can to make sure your teaching experience at home is a success for you and your child. And if you're looking for more teaching materials on Powerhouse Piano, go to our website, powerhousepiano.com, and there you'll find resources that can help you teach your child the piano at home successfully.